Hey, what's going on, guys? The Bearded Baron here, bringing you another weekly video. This one is Do As I Command. We're going to force the ghost to give us the evidence, but we've got some extra items to help us out. This is going to be done on Sunny Meadows. I have no idea what to expect, but if you like this kind of video, please give it a like, share it with a friend. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so as of last week's video, we kind of did this with no webcam, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I kind of like it, just because I don't have to sit in front of, like, very bright lights, and it actually makes it easier for me to be able to see this dark-ass game without the lights on. We got Tier 3 equipment, which is really good. Jay Barton, we don't care about the secondary objectives here. Right, let's see what we got for as far as cursed objects, and I might change my loadout because of it. Let's see here. Okay, good. We've got literally everything. Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's... Okay. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna head out. We're gonna grab some sanity, so that way we can ask it some questions. I'll be able to suss out whether or not that we got EMF 5. We'll be able to figure out where it is, which would be good. Well, I don't need to suss out EMF 5. We already got EMF 5. Perfect. So that right there, if you're looking at the total activity board, see that? I mean, like, we didn't even have a ghost event or anything like that. One object. I mean, that's as clear as day for an EMF 5 activity. I'm still gonna bring in the sanity. Let's bring in 3 vials of that. We'll figure out where it is. Asking the ghost where it is or where the bone is on the Ouija board is going to drain 50% of your sanity for each question. So it's important that once you ask the first question, take some sanity, bring it back up, and then ask you another question if you're going to. But we just need to figure out where it is. Where are you? You're actually in the courtyard? I don't know that I've actually ever had a ghost out in the courtyard, man. Like, it just never happened. That's actually really cool. Courtyard corridor. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. All right. Oh, there's that. Okay, now we know where it is. We know we got the EMF 5. So I don't really need to focus on any of that other kind of stuff. What we can do is we'll drop this equipment. I'm going to grab a Tier 3 headset. I forget that we can use them, or that we have them available, to be honest with you, because it's so late in the levels in your prestiging that you get them that I completely forget normally that we get them. But they are really invaluable to be able to have. Just because, I mean, look at that. If there was one item that I could take with me through an entire prestige, if I got to keep one item through an entire prestige as a Tier 3 item and the rest I had to reset, I would keep the night vision goggles. Everything else I could tolerate. But man, oh man, this map is so dark all the time. Well, I mean, the game is so dark all the time that it becomes a real pain. I'm going to set up here in the middle. Got no reason really to suspect that it would be here in the middle, but I'm just gonna. Also, how do I want to set this up, right? We've got one here in the middle. Do we want the other one on the other side? I guess so. Right? So that way it gets kind of a full broad brush of everything. Hopefully. I mean, I feel like that covers it fairly well. Right? Also, I have no idea whatsoever as to whether or not that it's actually here or not. I mean, I know it said courtyard corridor. I'm honestly considering for this challenge, if it's like, okay, we're not going to give you any, like, you're going to have to force the evidence here. If it wouldn't just be better for us to just take a guess with just doing the, you know, like letting it hunt and seeing what we get, right? And seeing if we can discern the ghost from the way that it hunts. Now, we can get like ghost photos. We can do like footprints, all that kind of stuff as well. So like there is that. You know, so there's different things that we can do. I'm going to bring the thermometer as well. I just want to make sure here that we are in the right place. And again, it's okay, totally fine if we get unalived in these situations because it's the weekly challenge. And if you are watching this, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're curious on how it is possible that I came out with this a week early, that's because there's a cheeky way of being able to do it. And it's on my YouTube and stuff, and you can check it out if you wanted to be able to do it. I like to showcase for you guys all the kind of the glitches and bugs and exploits and stuff like that, because this is an early access game. It's non-competitive. I feel like some folks forget about that. Let's see here. Oh, you're 5.2. No, you're in the courtyard corridor. So you're actually in here? That's weird. That's what I was going to say. Like, I never have a ghost in the courtyard. So you're in the courtyard corridor. So that's what that means. That's really... I thought they did away with you being able to get hallway ghosts. Apparently not. Would be the obvious answer here. Now I'm glad that I didn't use all of my salt while we were at it. Yeah, I mean, it's a clear day. We're getting freezing temps, and it's 5 degrees colder in here than it was outside there. So we're just gonna set that up. Like that. I guess we'll head back. This round we'll do it legitimately. Next round, maybe the next 2 rounds, I'll try to do it just by seeing if we can just guess the ghost. Just depending upon how hard it actually is to pull this information. For it being a hallway ghost, it kind of sucks because it's a very large space, right? So we can put down books, so we can put down, you know, other objects or whatever, or the salt or whatever to try to get, you know, like footprints, fingerprints, that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it could still be somewhat of an issue. Hopefully it touches something. I don't know. I mean, like, the overall theme here is that they want you to be able to use... They want you to use the cursed objects. That's why they give them to you. However, most of the cursed objects, I'm going to say, right? Like, we already got EMF 5. So that gives us quite a bit there. And we glean that without using any of the cursed objects. Wow, that's... I don't know if it's blurry for anybody else, but good lord, it's blurry. Messing with your eyesight. Let's see. 7.5. Don't move. Don't you have moved now. Okay? Don't do it. Where are you? How old are you? I still cannot get this to work for me. Maybe getting a response here at all? I'm not even getting a response, like, at all. So I don't even know if it is an actual response or not. 4.9, 4.6, 5.9. See, it should drastically change when we go, like, in here. 8.2. 10, then like 9, 10 degrees Celsius, and then we switch over here and we've got 6.7. But that's like so ridiculous in the amount of a change here. 4.8, 7.6. Like there's nothing. I think we need to rip off the Band-Aid on this one. I think we need to see whether or not that this is actually a whether or not that this is an easily identifiable ghost, right? We've got several that are easily identifiable here. I mean, Oni, yes. Jen, yes. Wraith, yes. Myling, Raiju, Obake. All of those are going to be really good. Now, we can check for dots as well, and I have not done a thorough investigation as of yet. So we could put down salt. Let's see if we get footprints. Bring in another book. We'll bring in this. We'll do one last round, right? I don't want to potentially cheat you guys out of seeing the method and the madness here, but luckily, at least we were able to find this quickly, right? I'm not sure as to like what it means for you're not going to get a lot of evidence. I don't know if that means that we only get one piece of evidence, if we're getting multiple pieces of evidence. I don't know. Right? I'm just going to hedge my bets. I'm going to have that there. Also, I'm going to check out here just to make sure that the ghost has not stepped through here. And he has not. Now, another thing that we could do as well, right, that would help us here is if we toss that down like that, if it was, or if it is a fingerprints ghost, then as it was hunting and it was walking through the salt, it would leave footprints, and we would see those footprints. It would be risky because obviously we'd be doing it during the hunt, but it definitely is possible, and it would help us to be able to determine it. I don't know, though. You know, it could be a Goryo. It could be just that we're, like I'm not giving it enough time to see the dots in the van. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, I'm not getting any orbs. I'm not getting any freezing temps. I'm not getting any, what looks like ghost writing. I'm not getting anything along those lines there. I'm not seeing any dots. Right? So, like I said, I am curious if it's just going to be one evidence. Which it very well might be. I mean, 88% sanity, so my sanity hasn't really dropped all that much from the amount of time that we've been in there so far, which is kind of weird. Normally, I'd expect it would be a little bit more of a sanity drain. It might be on lower settings for us that way. So, here's what we go and do. We've got two smudge sticks. 2 smudge sticks in a dream. All right, our sanity is at 88. Now, I know that if I ask where the ghost is, it'll tell me, and then it will drop down my sanity. 50%, so that gives us to 38. That's within the hunt threshold of pretty much every single ghost. So we could do that. Wait, hold on. No, hold on a second. Let's see, the information. Where are you? Say goodbye. Change my options back over here to Windows because it was working before. It picked us up. It picked up our thing. Now I didn't want to just do the hide and seek because by doing just the hide and seek here, it doesn't give us a whole lot of time to be able to figure out or to be able to get over here to this area. I'm honestly surprised. It hasn't done anything. No ghost writing. It might not even be here anymore, to be honest. I've never had a courtyard corridor. Right? That means that anything around the courtyard over here, it could theoretically be pretty much anywhere. All right. I gotta see at this point. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I was like, honestly surprised. Definitely is hunting now. Hello? Seems like a Mylene if there ever was one. Hello? Hello? Oh, jeez. I didn't hear that thing at all. I'm gonna go off of just off of that. I'm gonna say that we were so far away, and it was like almost a steep threshold between what was there and what wasn't. And apparently it was all the way on the other side as well. That doesn't make really any kind of sense whatsoever. This is part of the reason for why that they got rid of corridor ghosts or hallway ghosts. Because on the old asylum, old asylum, what it was is they would have extremely long corridors. I mean, like, think that entire wing of the asylum, and that would be like one corridor there. And it was just such an issue because the ghost would constantly move. It would move up and down the corridor, so it would just kind of just keep moving around and keep wandering. So you would put down all of your equipment, and it would just be an absolutely just a shit show, just trying to figure out where to go from there. We did get miling. I picked that up from the hunt itself because it was super quiet. Until we got up close to it, so that was good. Hopefully this time around I'll try to do another legitimate run here so that way you guys can see it. Maybe we can get more evidence from it, but like I said, I don't know if this challenge is, because it says he's not going to give you a lot of evidence. So that's my guess is like, okay, we're going to get it to hunt multiple times. So we're going to, we'll see from there. I'm going to bring in, since we know. All right, let's check for power. No power over here. It is raining. So raining is good, kind of. Raining, I mean, any weather is good except for, like, snow for as far as easily identifying the ghost room because you'll have that freezing breath. Let's see here. Where are you? You say corridor again. Courtyard corridor again. Really? Courtyard corridor again. Goodbye. Okay, let's... Okay, he's in the laundromat. Yeah, he's still in the laundromat. Why are you telling me courtyard corridor? You're not in the courtyard. You're in the laundromat. That makes no sense. Hello? What is that? Okay. I'll take things that don't make any sense for 500, Alex. Literally said courtyard corridor. Again, is the Ouija board bugged out? It might actually be. Who knows? What I find funny is like throughout this game, you will have time will progress, and the devs don't really put in a whole lot of effort into putting in like regular updates. So it's you go for large periods of time without having any kind of update whatsoever. And I find it kind of interesting that stuff just breaks over time. Like, it's just like, well, we had a value of something, and it just went haywire. We've got orbs. So that's good. I'm going to set these up. One here, one here. I like it to be across from one another, because when they cross, they form this... Basically, you're getting, like, full coverage as much as possible. And that's what I like to see whenever I'm doing these. Also, the Tier 3 headsets, the actual MVP of this round... Those are really, really good. Again, I don't know if we get 3 pieces of evidence or not. Maybe we're just getting the orbs. Maybe I don't know if it's just we're not going to get the evidence or the ghost is just very shy, right? Because that you can have a ghost that would give you all 3 pieces of evidence, but it would just be very shy in withholding or giving up that evidence. So if you're curious about the headset, by the way, if you hold down T for headset, as my mother used to say, that is what you would want to look for. All right, that's so dark. We got the orbs on the screen right there, which is good. Now, we can ask the question to the Ouija board. We can ask several questions to see if we can kind of suss out an EMF an EMF 5 out of it if we need to. Which we haven't gotten any kind of like EMF 5 activity or anything like that yet. So I don't know. Right? I don't know if it would be valuable or not. The best question to ask is like knock knock. Like a knock knock joke. Because that does not take down your sanity a whole lot. And allows you to be able to kind of rapid fire ask that same question over and over and over again. Because every time you interact with the Ouija board, you have a chance of it giving you an EMF 5 evidence when it interacts with an object. Part of the reason for why I love the Ouija board so much. Alright, put one here. Just want to make sure here. Alright, we definitely don't have... fingerprints. So we can rule that out. So we've got orbs, no ultraviolet. Right? Oof. Couple of good ghosts over here. Third match for sure. We're just going to try to hunt it and see if we can't figure it out. I feel like we can figure out where it is, and then we can just have the UV or the night vision goggles, and we should be pretty okay. At this point in time in the video, too, if you guys have not already liked and subscribed to the channel, please do. It definitely helps me out. I definitely take a look at this stuff every single day. I try to respond to pretty much every single comment, or at least leave a like on them, or a heart whenever I can, because I do appreciate you guys, everybody being here and being supportive of the channel and stuff like that. So if you want to say hi, say hi. But yeah. All right, we're still at 95%. I guess we could rush it, right? We could try over here since we got the other anyways. Yeah, we should try to do that. I'm pretty sure I have the EMF reader over there someplace, but I don't know. Oh, there it is. I left it on, so it was easier for me to find. And then I forgot about it. Well. Knock, knock. 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 Goodbye. Okay, I'm going to assume... And what we're dealing with here is not an EMF 5 ghost. So we can rule that out. This also is just leaning towards on the fact that what we are dealing with is a one evidence ghost. That we're not dealing with a shy ghost or a ghost that's hard to get the evidence from, but more so it's just not giving us the piece of evidence that we need. There's the EMF 5. Or I mean, not the EMF 5, but there's the activity that we were doing with that. And as you can see, my sanity isn't dropped that much. I mean, we definitely dropped below the threshold there. I'm gonna bring in yeah. We're gonna bring in just the thermometer here, because at this point in time we should be getting something else, right? If we were dealing with a multiple evidence ghost. We'd be getting freezing. We'd be getting dots. We'd be getting spirit box. We'd be getting something else. But if not, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to force the hunt. We'll see. And then the next round, we'll just try to force the hunt. See if we can't guess the ghost right off the bat. That's really curious, though, that it keeps saying courtyard corridor. I don't know why they screwed up like that, but... Oh, we got ghost writing. Okay, so it is a multiple evidence ghost. Okay, perfect. Well, that's awesome. Let's check for freezing, right? Let's see. 2.4, 2.9, 3.3, 2.6. I mean, at this point in time, we'd be able to see. Let's piss it off, right? If it's a Thay or if it's a Revenant, if what we have here is correct, right? Let's even add back on. Yeah, okay. So those two things, that definitely helps it out here. If it's not freezing, right, then it's either a mare or a Thay. Or, I mean, yeah. But with these 2 pieces of evidence, we can easily identify it based off of a hunt. And like I said, being unalived in this round doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. You know what also doesn't matter is apparently the fact that you can have this chain on your smudge stick, but if I crouch walk while holding onto the smudge stick, it causes my character to go all haywire, and I have to fight against it. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. It's like it's conflicting with the floor. It's weird. Let's see. All right, best place to hold up outside of the washroom. Probably gonna be inside here. Normally there's some barrels back over this way. We were gonna go this route. Right? But again, I don't really have to worry about that. Hide and seek. Alright, let's see what we get. If it's a Thay, it's gonna move fast right out of the gate. If it's a Remnant, it'll move very slow right out of the gate till it sees us. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that's a mare. Actually, it might be a Thay. If I'm out running it for this long. I'm gonna go with a Thay. I'm gonna say that it took way too long. Mare would have sped up a lot faster. I'm gonna go with a Thay. I'm probably gonna be wrong. It probably is gonna be a mare, and I'm gonna be pissed. But hopefully not. No, it actually was a Thay. Let's go.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
All right, sweet. 2 for 2. One more. All right. 3rd time is the charm. This time around, like I said, I'm going to use the mirror so that way we can get an accurate location as to where this thing is. To be able to narrow it down. I don't even want that. Let's go 2 smudge sticks. A lighter. Right? And we got the night vision goggles, which is going to help us to see. It's nearby. I heard it open up the door. That's good for us, for this. Let's see here. Oh, wow, you're in that front room? Or are you downstairs? Hello? Hello? Slow goes. Oh, that's Nobake. Look at it change. There it goes. It changed. Yeah. There it is. There it is. So we got a Nobake. Very nice. That was way faster than the other twos. Let's go. Now, it could also be a mimic, right? There, that is the risk that you run with on this one, just by doing it that way and calling it a day. But I'm fairly confident that what we're dealing with here is a mimic. Also, we can see here from that, or not a mimic, but an Obake. But also, we can see here we've got an EMF 5. See that 0 to 5 jump? It's an EMF 5 ghost, which definitely does rule out a mimic. So perfect. So there you go, guys. There is Do As I Command weekly challenge for February the 4th. So sweet, we got some headgear as well. There we go. $5,460. Easy day. If you guys like this video, again, please give it a like, share it with a friend. You are loved. You are valued. I appreciate you all being here, and I'll see you guys next time.